Hey everybody, welcome. I wanted to give you some value today, and the way that I wanted to do that was to talk about something I feel like is plaguing most of humankind, and it has effect on every aspect of our lives, not just like our home life and our personal life, but also everything that we do, which would be our parenting, our work as an employee or a business owner, how we treat other people, the way we're showing up for society, our roles as leaders or whatever else you might be involved in, sports and volunteering, anything where you personally are showing up. There's something that can make you so much more powerful in the way you show up, and it is your self-image. You see, self-image is a rarely spoken about term. It's not something that you have classes on, for example, in high school or middle school or college. And unless you devote some time to really studying about self-image and understanding what it is, you probably have never even heard of it or really put much focus on it. And we've all heard you got a poor self-image or you got a confidence issue, you might say. But to truly understand the self-image, I wanted to do a whole bit on it, so here we go. Your self-image, we all have two. My mentor, Bob Proctor, taught me, and I've figured out that it's completely true, is that we have two images. We have one that we associate with primarily, and it's the way we're showing up in the world. It's the way that other people perceive us. It might be some titles or accolades that you've developed over your lifetime, and you have taken that on as who you are. Well, imagine you just came out of the womb, okay, and you're fresh consciousness, fresh meat, right? And you determine, and the way that you will become, say it that way, is going to be based on the things that you are experiencing from that moment on. Now, if you were taken out of that hospital in America and taken to a country, say Japan, well, you got to admit that you'd become a completely different person, right? You might have certain things that would be the same, but you're going to speak another language. You're going to be in a totally different culture. What you appreciate, what you value, the way you perceive life, all of that's going to be completely different, right? So it's kind of cool to think about. But in thinking about that, you have to understand that everything that you've learned is only because you've learned it where you've grown up. And so you take for granted that you are the person you are and you associate with that person, but that's not really all you are. Okay, so that's really the most important way I could say it. It's not all you are. Sure, you've become who you've become, and now that you're alive, it's kept you alive. All of the learning that you've experienced since you were out of the womb until now, how to tie a shoe, how to ride a bike, how to feed yourself, how to bathe, all of that's been great in keeping you alive and getting you to where probably the people that were teaching you are, right? It's hard, if ever, does anybody outgrow their paradigm naturally. Now it happens. I mean, you see people like Oprah Winfrey or Mike Tyson or anybody that came from obscurity, and either by their own intention and desire or that of someone else helping them, they got out of that certain status. And there's nothing wrong with any status. It's just, where do you want to be? So the problem with the self-image is it's designed to keep you where you are. And if you've ever had the question, why am I getting the same results year after year? How come I'm not feeling more fulfilled? Where would I like to be? You know, if you allow yourself to entertain these questions without the limiting beliefs that you also have just acquired, the limiting belief would be something like, yeah, well, I don't need any of that. Yeah, but what am I going to do with extra money? More money would cause more problems or more stress. Or I don't need a lot, I just need a little bit more. Or the thought that, well, if I have more, that means someone else has to suffer. You see, all of these are just concepts, and a lot of them are incorrect. And they all are part of your self-image. Who you are, who you think you are, and what do you think you're capable of, and what do you think you deserve? What do you think you're worthy of? And it may not even be a worthiness issue like a church religious type worthiness before God or whatnot. It may just be you've never been told that you're worthy, meaning you can have it. It's okay for you to have it just like everybody else has it. See, if you've been putting yourself into a certain box that you don't deserve more, well, it could be an effect of your self-image. And your self-image can have a very powerful control over every aspect of your life. And so if you're not reevaluating from time to time where your self-image is set, then you're going to continue to get the same results. You know, your self-image is like a thermostat. And that thermostat is set to regulate the temperature of the home or the success. We're going to use that word very loosely because success can be in so many areas. We're just going to say success, meaning betterment, meaning improving, amelioration. So if your thermostat is set for a certain status or certain success level or a certain money amount that you're making or a certain level of stress that you think is normal to have, all of these things, certain weight, certain relationship that you have, all of these things are set by your personal self-image and what you think that is attainable for you based on your, like I said, your level of worthiness or understanding of what you're capable of is a better way to say it. So the self-image holds you back. And that thermostat, if you want to change it, it's completely possible. That's the beauty of it all. But you've got to know what you want it to be set at. You've got to know at what temperature or at what success level or in what improvement you would like your internal thermostat set at. And then once you set it, that's when everything starts to shift, okay? That setting is a decision. And lack of decision-making skills is the death of men, okay? Or procrastination, but procrastination can be in anything. But if you lack the ability to make decisions promptly, quickly, and stick to it, you're gonna have a really hard time changing your self-image. So what I do generally is I help people fix these things, but first fix their decision-making process. You see, I can't help anybody until they make a decision to help themselves. I've got all the information in the world, but if someone won't take it from me or won't believe that they can apply it, that it's actually going to help them, there's no sense in me even talking. That's what Jesus would call casting your pearls before swine, right? And it's because, you know, the swine will take anything. The swine will take negativity. They don't necessarily want the positivity that I have, the pearls, the beauty. And that's okay. They are where they are. But eventually you grow out of that swine mentality, just give me whatever. If it's cheap, I'll take it. To, well, what is the value of it? I'm more picky. You see, some animals don't eat just anything. My dog won't even just eat just anything. I get him to eat grapes and apples and everything else, but certain things he won't eat. You see, as humans, we decide what we're going to allow into our minds. And if we're allowing anything, well, there's not a lot of time for what you really probably need, which is the valuable stuff. You see, self-image is controlling every aspect of your life. And if there's any area of your life that you're not happy with, a tweak to your self-image will do the trick, I promise you that. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope that you'll start understanding or doing more research or getting more information from anything. Ask me for help on self-image. What is self-image? How is it controlling you? And if you've got an area of your life that you want to work on and grow, then I can help you decide. I can help you understand how a tweak to your self-image will help catapult you into that new phase of your life. All it takes is a call. Give me a call. Hope you guys have a great day today and practice an attitude of gratitude all damn day. Have a great day. Bye.